Welcome to this short video training session. I'm going to demonstrate recording interaction with students using assessment plan visits. We have some aims and objectives. To demonstrate creating an assessment plan visit for planned and ad hoc interaction with students, this is so we can have documented interaction with students which is visible to employers and students, and demonstrate that students are supported throughout their apprenticeship. Visits are OneFile's way of recording activities with a student. These may be assessment plans or reviews, which is why the Visits tile opens the calendar page and the Pending Plans light bulb tile opens the Assessment Plans page. Both pages allow you to create an assessment plan visit. Reviews can only be scheduled in the future. Well, that isn't quite true. You can schedule a review in the past, but the date you open or start it will be recorded, so there's little point. Assessment plan visits can be made for future dates or retrospectively, but when you or the student sign the page, the actual date is recorded in OneFile. That said, if you did some work with a student which contributed to their progress and you forgot to record it at the time, the progress can still be allocated in a retrospectively created assessment plan visit. It is, however, better to create the assessment plan visit in the future, or, if it's an ad hoc meeting, at the time of the activity or phone call. All interaction with students, whether a planned support session or an ad hoc phone call, either from the students or instigated by yourself, must be recorded in an assessment plan visit. When students respond with feedback to an assessment plan, the assessor will receive a message in OneFile. Creating a visit when a student calls you. I'm already logged into OneFile with my assessor account. I have a call from Andrew Prentice, one of my students. While I'm chatting and finding out what his issue is, I'll be following this procedure. It's fine to tell the student that you're using the system during the call and asking them to wait for you to enter data or for the screen to update. Assessment plan. Open the student portfolio and click the light bulb tile. The assessment plans page is displayed. Select the blue Create Assessment Plan button. The assessment plan page is displayed. Replace the title with Support Phone Call. You can leave the date in the title, which will be today's date, as it makes it easier to identify the assessment plan in lists and find in searches. The date will be today's date. The type will always be remote session, as face-to-face visit should only be used when we are physically visiting the student, which we never do. Select the remote session radio button. The learner status should be left at the default. Deselect the Set Next Planned Visit checkbox, unless you want to do a scheduled follow-up visit. The next planned visit pane collapses. Tasks. For a support call, it's unlikely that you will use this feature, unless you have planned to give the student something to do during the call. Attachments. You can attach documents to the assessment plan visit. This works in the same way you attach feedback in an assessment. Select the green Safety Pin button. The attachment page opens. You can return to the assessment plan visit page by selecting the assessment plan button. The blue button below this allows you to create a link to a web page or other resource on the internet, such as a PDF or video. You can simply copy and paste the URL from another open window or tab. I'll click the Create Link button. A web page dialog box opens, allowing you to type or paste the URL into the text box in the box. Paste or type the URL you want to record and click the green Create button, or the blue Cancel button if you want to cancel. In either case, the dialog box closes. If the Cancel button was used, there is no change. However, if the Create button was used to close the dialog box, a new row appears in the Uploaded Files section of the page. To upload a file from your computer, you can simply drag the file to the Select Files or Drop New Files Here area of the page. it's a good idea to have the File Explorer open in a smaller window than the web page, so you can drag files from it onto the OneFile page. Use Ctrl-Tab to switch between windows and bring the Explorer window to the front. Or select the Folder button on the taskbar to give File Explorer the focus, or bring it to the front. And drag the file you want to upload from it over the region in the OneFile page. I'll do that now. You can tell when you are in the right place because the file Ghost has a caption plus copy under it. Release the left mouse button when you see this to copy the dragged file. A new row appears in the Uploaded Files section of the page. To select a file using the Select Files button, click the Select Files button. A file dialog box opens. Navigate to the file you want to upload and select it. The file is highlighted. Select the Open button or double-click the file. The file is uploaded. When an entry is added by whatever method, it is in edit mode. Multiple files can be in edit mode, and you can change their description. You can delete an entry by selecting the green cross on the right of the entry, or update the description by typing in the description text box. Click the green floppy disk button to save the changes to the description field if you make any. Once saved, you can edit the entry once again by selecting the green pencil button and delete the entry by selecting the red dustbin button. You don't have to save the entries unless you make some changes. To return to the assessment plan visit, select the assessment plan button in the top left of the page. I'll do that now. The assessment plan visit page is displayed once again. If you scroll down the screen a little, you can see the attachments we have added. Feedback and comments. Finally, you must give the student feedback about the support call detailing what has been discussed. I'll type some feedback. You cannot save the plan without adding feedback. If there are any actions that should be completed, you should add a task. You can, however, complete the final text area if there have been any issues arising during the call. Finally, select a checkbox by your name and then the Save button at the bottom of the screen. The Assessment Plans window is displayed. You cannot edit the assessment plan. So that's the procedure completed. The plan is now in the Pending folder of the student. They must open it and select their checkbox and save to acknowledge the conversation and complete the assessment plan. I'll just log in as Andrew Prentice so you can see what he will see. The assessment plan can be seen by Andrew in two different places, Tasks and Pending. I would tell the student to complete the task when I spoke to him on the call. So, Andrew will select the Tasks option from the menu. The task page is displayed. Select the task. Please sign your recently prepared assessment plan by Brian, Assessor. The task opens. Type some feedback to the assessor. I'll pause for the feedback. The feedback is displayed. Select the checkbox by their name and click Accept. The task page is displayed. OK, I'll log back in as the tutor assessor and let's look at what I'll see when Andrew has completed his task. The assessor homepage is displayed. So, I have a new message. I'll select the message link. The message list is displayed. I can see the message with the title for the support call we did with Andrew. I'll open the message. There, I can see and reply in the usual way should I wish to. I'll return to Andrew's portfolio. From the menu, I'll select Home. From the Learner Pick list, select Andrew Prentice. To see the assessment plan, I can scroll down Andrew's portfolio to the assessment plans. I'll select the assessment plan name to see the detail. The detail is displayed. I'll scroll down a bit so we can see it all. From the breadcrumbs, select the learner's name to return to their profile page. The profile page is displayed. So, in this short video, we have looked at creating an assessment plan for a support call. The procedure is the same if you call the student. This is so we can have documented interaction with students which is visible to both employers and students, and demonstrate that students are supported throughout their apprenticeship. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please email me and I'll try and help.